So there are these magic rocks, right? Not bits of broken concrete or tiny tick-like pebbles. Not mahogany bricks bundled together around the fireplace or weightless volcanic rock reeling from its recent fiery regurgitation, but smooth and muted stones. They give off a distinct sound, singing to each other as you pile them on top of one another, just a bit further from the shore and if angled just correctly. You can fling them on top of the lake as it kisses the surface of the water repeatedly as if in love with its liquid counterpart. I hold the record for most skips in the least amount of attempts in my family. I once bagged these rocks, collected them, and stood my ground. I hold these rocks in the palm of my hands. I also know enough to know that these rocks can be very, very deadly. See, God once said the rocks would cry out if we were to remain silent. I guess it's why I can't shut my mouth. It's why I continue to speak the truth like justice warriors in the 60s. It's why I continue to use my voice for good. Calling out hypocrisy, calling out hate, calling out the injustices we face that's done in the name of religion, in the name of politics, that's done in the name of country. God, he once said that the rocks would cry out if we were to remain silent, so I continue to praise him no matter how unpopular it may be. I continue to offer my body as a living sacrifice in worship, even when the Caesars try to silence me, try to mute my voice, try to shut me down, try to keep me conformed. The rocks, they band together, stretching across the planet, but I'll continue to be even louder. I'll band together with the best of them. I'll put up my vocal dukes and spar with speech that cuts deep and sharp like his two-edged sword. I'll continue to skip them on top of the waters. They say the truth hurts, that it's uncomfortable, that it makes you feel uneasy. It challenges your worldview and your presupposition and certainty. It smacks you upside of the head good, because then maybe you'd listen. God, he once said that the rocks would cry out if we were to remain silent, with siphoned praise for hydrant drowned reluctancy. So I'll continue to use my voice like rocks to shatter glass that's stained by the blood of the innocent. I'll shout from the rooftops until those who have been laid to rest can hear through the dirt and through the soil. I'll foil the plans of the enemy. It doesn't take a church service for me to worship him. See, he says the rocks would cry out if we were to remain silent. Violent juxtaposition of Babylonian obedience and patriotic Christian values. See, Jesus spoke out. He lived out. He stood out. He walked on water, skipping on the surface while kissing humanity with a lending hand. Jesus didn't remain silent. He didn't conform. He spoke the truth. He is the truth. Jesus' life was sacrificial, daily worship, and maybe, just maybe, ours should be too.